Mad Dog is back. Yeah, I made a video in about, I'd say, close to a month now. Basically, there really wasn't much to say, or there has been some stuff. I'm just busy playing MLB 08 the show and working and playing baseball and whatever. As you can tell by the title, Cardinals are 1.5 games out of the division. What? Seriously. This is to all these, God damn it. These are to all those, Cardinal fans, I mean, at least for the Cardinal fans. These Cardinal haters that, on my Troy Gloss, or my Scott Rowland video I made probably about a month before the season started, right around the trade. These haters came on here and said, oh, the Cardinals are going to lose 100 games this year, they're going to be the worst team in baseball, etc. And, you know, honestly, they weren't the worst team last year. They had a rough start. This year they came off a good start, and they've been playing pretty good too, if those that have not been watching. Those that are probably not familiar with the NL Central, it's usually always between the three teams of Milwaukee, Chicago, and St. Louis, at least for the last 2 years. And yeah, St. Louis is one of the teams that are around. But basically, I mean, you have the Cardinals right now that are 1.5 games out. Chicago's first place, but let's face it, they've played nothing but home games so far. And I think when St. Louis actually gets, if they can tie them and get a little bit of a lead, it's pretty much their division. They may not look like the best team on paper, but look at it like this: they have like 5 outfielders. Let's put it this way: you got Brian Barton, or whatever the hell his name is. Sorry if I pronounced him. I just saw him when I went to Miller Park. And then you have Juan Encarnacion, who's actually on the DL, so he doesn't not even playing right now. But I meant to say like Chris Duncan, Rick Ankiel, Ryan Ludwig, who's batting cleanup now. I mean, you have many guys that they Skip Shoemaker, any guy they can plug out there in the outfield. The infield's the same way, with Aaron Miles, Cesar Torres, Adam Kennedy, Troy Gloss, and Albert Pujols. And then Yadier Molina behind the plate, and once in a while Jason LaRue. But the whole thing is, if guys can take breaks, they can get tired. You know, La Russa shuffles guys around, and he's a very good manager for those that thinks he sucks or something like that. I know I made a video earlier saying like Cardinals gave up or something, and I did make a video that contradicted it, saying I was wrong. Well, so far, since what I've seen this year, and April's almost over, I'm not going on here and saying that they're going to win the World Series, or even going to go on and say they're going to win the division. I think they are, but I'm not going to sit here and pretty much, because, you know, I have to think they are going to win it. And deep down, I believe they're going to win it. I mean, they're a good team, and the one thing that hasn't even been mentioned yet is their starting pitching. With Adam Wainwright and Kyle Lohse off to a very good start this year, minus the bad start he had against Milwaukee, the one I went to. But other than that, he's been pretty much lights out. You know, Adam Wainwright, Kyle Lohse, most of these guys you probably haven't even heard of. Anthony Reyes, who is not really technically in the rotation, but he's in and out. Brandon Looper, who's been pretty good this year, and also Joel Pinheiro starting to come around a little bit. If I pronounced his name wrong, oh well. You know, it's funny, when I was at Miller Park for the noon game on Thursday or something like that, they were announcing the Cardinal injuries, and I think the announcer went on for about 5 minutes. It's like, on the DL, Chris Carpenter, Mark Mulder, Juan Encarnacion, Matt Clement, you know, it just kept going on and on. Tyler Johnson. My point is, as the season gets longer, they get stronger, and that's going to be something that the rest of the teams are going to be needing right now. Cardinals won't even have to make a big trade come July or something, because people say, well, they need a big bat in the lineup. Well, they have bats in the lineup. You have Rick Ankiel, Albert Pujols, Troy Gloss, and Ryan Ludwig. Sure, none of these are household names besides Pujols and Gloss, but I mean, wow, Gloss isn't really household, but he is a household for baseball fans. But you know, the other guys probably. What the fuck? I don't know. Something happened to my computer here. Okay, back. You know, Troy. None of these guys are really big household names, but you know, really, in my mind, I believe that St. Louis is going to be one of those teams that's going to be in it towards the end. Really, they're a well-rounded team, and if one guy goes down, there's a replacement for him. If people say, well, Pujols is going to tear his elbow or shoulder or whatever, and the Cardinals will be done. I don't agree with that. If he goes down, Ludwig will probably go play first base, or even Troy Gloss or whatever is going to play first base, and they'll move a new outfielder out there. Sure, Pujols is the best batter on the team, but he's not the best. He hasn't been the best this year so far. Well, actually, he's been very good this year, but so has everyone else. I mean, that's my whole point I'm trying to make here. I mean, and the lineup's optionable where Pujols can take a day off if he needs it. He doesn't have to play every day. He's playing every day because he wants to play every day. And I admire that, you know. I mean, the guy's hurt. You can obviously tell. But he's still hitting fucking over 300 like always. He's batting like 330 something. And he's just in the, I mean, he's been lights out this, well, not him, but, you know, he's been doing very good this year, along with everyone else. Milwaukee, in my mind, I think they're a very good team. I think they have the star power. However, they struggle against the teams that play small ball. As you can see, they struggled against St. Louis. I mean, they won 2 games, but barely. And you can say the same thing, Cardinals won all the games barely, but the Cardinals play small ball, something Milwaukee's not used to. They're used to just like hitting a double and then hitting it out of the park, get some runs. St. Louis is one of the teams that they can score 10 runs and not hit any home runs in the entire game, or not hit a double. I mean that's how this team is. They're built where anybody in the lineup can get a hit, and they're all batting around 300. Everyone except for Jason LaRue, because you know he's the backup catcher. Fucking cares. He's just there to give Molina some breaks. So I mean, baseball fans, stay tuned. It's going to be a good race for the NL Central. I think that St. Louis is going to be one of those teams that are going to be in the postseason again this year. I think some of you guys who hate the Cardinals, honestly, I think you guys are jealous. They've been successful for so many years now. 10 world championships. And I think that's the main reason why ESPN hates them. Because you never hear, well, man, I don't know about this year because I haven't watched ESPN at all because I don't even have it. But over the years, when the Cardinals were, in 2004, when they had 105 wins, they kept going on and on about how weak this team was. I'm like, how can you be weak when you say, well, they had an easy schedule? I was like, wait a minute. Doesn't everybody play everybody anyways? Except for AL and NL, but the AL plays everyone in the AL, the NL plays everyone in the NL. So, what do you mean by easy schedule? That's the point. I never really understood that. I mean, my point is, you know, Carpenter, we're not even relying on Carpenter to come back. If he comes back, that's great. Mark Mulder's coming back. I don't think he's going to be that great, but, you know, he's definitely someone to throw in the rotation. If he can't pitch in the rotation, there's always the bullpen for him. He might even be a nice setup man for Idrihausen. Who knows? Same thing with everyone. You know, Matt Clement, the guy that we signed, that hasn't even had playing time yet because he's been hurt. But you know, if he comes back, that'll be great too. So this is Mad Dog 2001. I'm out.